Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Schifferbooks.com is the website here on the side. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Alright. Yep. And the website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au is an apple, use an umbrella. I also use dice. I have a 22-sided dice. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice for the Minor Arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. This is where they came from. I want to say this is Math Art Fun, the dice shop, mathartfun.com. Hopefully you can read that if you want to read that. Alright. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Cancer! Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? Ooh, 10 of Cups right off the bat. Another one with the message thing. Okay. Messages aren't bad. Actually, I think yours is going to look better than the other one I did. Messages. Somebody wanted to be a part of things but couldn't, is what I'm... Somebody in the past, like... Okay, hold on. There's messages coming, I get that. A lot of it's just, it's like it's all, bam, it's coming in all at once. Like the past running into the future, and it's like I'm caught here in the middle, in the present, and I'm like, what are we doing? So, in the past, there was a good connection. Somebody started something. How far did it go is the question. So when this was going on, what was Cancer's connection to this starting in the past? What was Cancer's, like, where was Cancer with this? You couldn't be a part of it, and that wasn't a bad thing. So something started in the past, and there seems like there's a positive connection. It says friendship, I know. This could be coworker, could be a family member. It's somebody that you don't have to be super close with, but somebody you're like, yeah, I'm okay with them. Like, they're fine, I'm okay with them. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, yeah, they're fine, nothing wrong with them, I don't have any issues with them. It could be a good friendship, but I feel like it's more like, it feels more like acquaintance energy. Like, I like them, they're fine. We're not super close, but I have no issues with them. I'm not, you know, if I got together with people and they were there, all good, no worries. You know what I mean? That type of energy. Somebody started something, and they wanted you to be a part of it, I think is part of it. But it's kind of like, no, I can't right now. For whatever reason, you're like, I can't do that right now. No, that's not going to be for me. So, that's fine. Nothing's wrong with that. But the message, it's coming around again. And it's coming around quite with a lot of energy, a lot of strength. Like a really strong communication is coming in. And my first thing is like, do I really want to do this? And it's not about having the time. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just kind of like, I don't have a problem with this person, but I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like when I'm looking at this person, like, I don't know if I have it within me to really like try to connect with somebody. I mean, I don't think badly of them, but I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I really want to do this. But like, I feel like somebody's like, oh, Cancer, we really need somebody. You would be really wonderful. Like, is there any way we could get you to be a part of this? Somebody's trying to pull you in on something, and you're like, I don't know about this. But you could, but it's like, do I really? I don't know about this. And I feel like they're kind of like, can you just do a little bit of this with us? Like, and I could do this for you. Like, it's not like just a take. It's something where it's like, if you could do this for us, we could do that for you. Like, we don't want to just take from you. But I feel like it's not that either. I don't feel like I'm worried about that. It's more about, yeah, but do I want to do this? Cancer Cancer can be very careful about letting people into their life, which I don't think is a bad thing. The thing is, don't be so careful that you like stop the opportunity from coming your way. And I think that's what we're worried about here. I don't think you have a problem with this person. It's not that. It's just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like adding another person to my social circle, even though I don't dislike them, I think they're fine, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm really kind of apprehensive about it. I do think it looks like you're going to try. Let's see. What's coming in here with this? Anything else with this communication we should know about? I do want to, but I also feel like, I think this is it. There's a lot of things connected with this. I do kind of want to do it. I feel like you do kind of want to do it, but I also feel like, I feel like it's like going down a slide. You know, it's kind of like going down a slide. You don't really just do it halfway. You're kind of, if you get on it, you're probably going to go all the way down it to the end. It's not very often that, you know, you slide down a couple feet and you're like, you know what, that was enough, and you get off. And it's kind of like if I start on the slide, I'm probably going to slide all the way to the end. I'm going to do the whole thing. And I feel like I do like the people, and I can feel myself getting sucked into this. I don't understand why you're apprehensive, but there's a reason for it, and I'm trying to connect to it. I feel like I'm just worried about, like, you know, I've connected with people before, and I've liked people before, and then things just went somewhere that I wasn't expecting. Sometimes I feel like it's better to stay on the outside and not know all the details, because there's always some details that you don't like. There's something here that makes you apprehensive, but I feel like there's a lot of energy trying to pull you in. That Knight of Wands is somebody trying to literally get you to be actively involved with something, but I keep getting this message card here, but it's being backed up here also by asking for help, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. Somebody's really working at this, trying to get you to be involved with this. I do feel like it's more than likely you're going to be a part of it. Okay. So it does feel like it's more than likely you're going to be. I feel like I'm making peace with it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to get on the slide, and I'm just going to do this. Then there's the next level, which is the important part, I feel. Because I feel like you're naturally going to do this. Most of you are naturally just kind of going to do this. And there is a lot of benefit for you in this. Like, you'll get a lot out of it. It makes it worthwhile. It makes life more enjoyable. I don't feel like this situation's going to hold you down. I don't feel that. So I'm not feeling it here. But I do feel like other people feel overwhelmed, and your connection to it makes things a lot easier, and they're very appreciative of you because they feel like they can trust you to help actually make this work out. There also might be the reason that they need somebody else might be the reason too, like the catalyst. Is that a way? I don't know if I should be using that word here. The trigger, the whatever, something happened where I feel like they need somebody. So it could be like somebody left on bad terms, something happened, blah blah blah. There is a little bit of drama around this situation. That might be another level about why you're kind of holding back, kind of like, I don't want to be a part of drama. I don't want to do that. And I don't think you're going to be, quite frankly. I feel like if there has been a change like that, I don't think anybody wants to bring that forward. I really don't feel like anybody really wants to bring that forward. Just to be fair. So, if you do decide to, which I feel like for most of you, you're naturally just going to kind of go this way anyway. You got the Knight of Cups. Okay, so we're gonna figure this out quickly. You're gonna like being a part of it. You got the Knight of Cups, right? But you got other people who there's gonna be somebody, at least one person, who really doesn't like your involvement. That does seem to bother you. Somebody around this does not like your involvement. Even though you're liking it and people are really nice to you, I don't think anybody's like rude to your face, but I feel like you pick up easily when people give you like a little sideways glance, or they're just kind of like not including you in certain things, you know what I mean? Or like, for example, if there's 5 people in this group and you're the new one, you're the sixth, they'll invite everybody else to like a lunch or something or to a party, but they won't invite you, and they'll just act like it's an oversight. So I feel like you pick that up real fast. Like, I don't think that was an oversight. I think you just don't like me for some reason. I also feel like at this stage, I don't think there's really any problem. At least there's nothing that you're like, I don't think I did anything to this person. They just have decided they don't like me. So I don't think we need to invest in that. I don't know how you're going to feel about it. I'm a Pisces. I'm not a Cancer, but I'm still a water sign. When people treat me like that, that's happened in my life. Where like you notice like everybody else or most everybody else in the group gets invited except for you to this thing. I don't know why or where I started learning this, but like sometimes I take it for the blessing that it is. It's kind of like, you know what? That person is showing me how they really feel, and you know what? 9 times out of 10, I don't want to hang out with that person specifically, and I'm like, it's okay. I can do other things. I'm not one to be where I'm not wanted. Like, you don't really want me there, guess what? I don't want to be there. Like, if I'm not really wanted, I don't want to be there either. Don't worry about it. And sometimes I'm able to take that as the blessing. I also, when you go through situations like this and you're legitimately unbothered, people pick up on that very quickly. Be aware of that, because I realize I feel like this is ironic. So if this plays out for you, I do feel like this is ironic. If you're truly unbothered and just kind of like, all right, they don't want me to be there, that's cool. They don't want me there, I don't want to be where I'm not wanted, that's okay. If you're legitimately unbothered, people get offended with that. You mean me keeping you out of the situation, me being mean to you didn't upset you? Like, I swear to God, it bends people out of shape. I don't personally do it to bend people out of shape. I've noticed it as the after effect. I'm like, really? You didn't want me there, so I didn't go, and now you're offended? You're offended? Okay. I don't see this lasting long, by the way. So, for example, we're going to do that. There's 5 people. They invite everybody but you. Other people will call this out. Other people will, like, take care of that. Other people want you involved. If you don't play into it and you just kind of like, it's okay, I had other things to do, anything, or you, like, if you just go about it, like, literally, like, it's fine. Let other people work it out. Other people are going to, because I feel like I've seen this happen too, because I've been on the other side where it's like, I've been one of the people that was invited and 1 or 2 people weren't. Other people who were invited will say something like, well, why didn't you invite Cancer? Like, we like Cancer, why didn't you invite Cancer? And then the person who didn't is going to be like, it was an oversight, I didn't mean to, it's just, I forgot. And if you're unbothered, like, it's not a big thing, it highlights them as more of the problem than you. You know what I mean? Like, especially in this situation, you didn't do anything. So if you're just kind of like, it's fine, it's all right, I just realized I'm not going to be a part of everything, it's okay, and you just kind of roll with it. I'm just saying. The thing is, if this moment happens that way, because it feels like we got a lot of energy going here, what they're saying is, like, don't ignore it. This is ironic, because this is not how I handle these things. So they're saying don't do this. Don't just go along and just keep busy and just ignore it. Don't do that. Because I'm getting that with the Temperance, where you just kind of keep moving. Don't overthink it. Just keep going from this to that. Don't let it be an issue. Get done what you need to get done. Just don't pay attention to them. They're saying don't do that. Okay. All right. What they're saying to do is you're a part of this situation for a reason, right? You're here to make a difference. You're here to do good things. Center on a plan. This energy came up. Take the lead in whatever you're going to be a part of something. Whatever it is, take the lead on that. Like, I don't know how to explain it. So, for example, I'll make this really interesting, really easy. Really easy. I'm going to say interesting, but easy. It's a picnic. We're all going to get together on Saturday. We're going to have a picnic. And they're like, Cancer, can you like, organize where we're going to do it? And you're like, okay, just take leadership. All right, I found out this is the central place for all of us. This is the place. I found the pavilion. We can booked the big pavilion because it was cheap, and it's a nice location. I went out there and I saw it. This is where we're going to do it. And since we all said Saturday, we have it from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., whatever it was. Take ownership of whatever you're going to do. Don't go back and forth and be like, I was looking at these 3 different places and I want to see what you guys thought. And do we want to vote on this? Do we want to get a pavilion? Do we not? Do we just want to get picnic tables and pull them together? How do we want to do this? Instead of doing that, just own whatever it is you're going to do, put in the work, and just keep moving forward. Take ownership of what you're going to do and just let people know what you did. You've already shown your value, so just roll with it. Whatever it is, so if you're going to own this piece of the puzzle, like if you're going to be a part of this piece of the puzzle, just do it and get it done. Move forward and get it done. If you have 2 people working with you, just keep them in tandem and just make the decisions and keep doing it. Do that leader version of it. Make the decision, get it done, keep going, just get it done. If that other person becomes a problem, treat them. I don't know how to go. This is bothering me. I don't know if. Okay, be careful with this because this is how it's coming forward. They're saying, treat them as if you would treat a 10-year-old child. Like, be nice to them. Don't put up with ridiculousness, but don't be cruel. Just kind of like call it out for what you would call it out, and just handle it as if they were a 10-year-old child. Is what I'm getting. Like, don't be condescending. Not like that. But like if you know, a 10-year-old child that you like, you know what I mean. Call it out for what it is. Be nice about it. Just say what you're going to do and just keep it moving. Don't let it disrupt the whole situation. Just kind of like, and then just let it go. Kind of like, all right, and kind of treat it like, I feel like that's why they're giving that 10-year-old child thing. Treat it as if they just can't do any better right now. They're still developing. Because some people emotionally, while they might intellectually be able to get there, emotionally could be quite stunted. I don't know. I'm not trying to just roll with it. So if you just kind of like handle it, treat it that way, and just literally let it go, and treat it. If you treat that person kind of like, not condescending. I hope I'm saying this right. Like, you don't want to like talk down to them, not like that. Like, you don't want to talk down to them, not like that. But you want to kind of have that air like they can't do any better. Like, this is the best they can do. Call it out. Let them know what you're doing. Try to give them a little encouragement. If they're not following your encouragement, let somebody else handle it. Like, treat it like as if you were an elementary school teacher. Kind of like, I'll do what I can, but if there's only so much I can do, I'll let other people handle the rest. Their parents can handle the rest. That type of thing. I know that sounds weird, but hopefully I said that right. Because it's kind of like, you definitely want to address it, but kind of treat it that way. Like, oh, I guess that's the best they can do. And just kind of let it be. And just try to let go of it. Try not to overinvest. Try not to overinvest in how they felt, why they did what they did. Don't try to like pull it apart that way. It's just going to drive you crazy. Let it go. Call it out. Address it in that way, and then just literally let it go. Also see it in the sense of like that person is what they are. They communicate the way they communicate is what I get. Like they is what they are. Like how do I say this? Like, it's not you. You know what I mean? It's not for you to fix. So getting overinvested in trying to like feel out like why they treated you the way they did, or why they acted the way they did, or you're not going to get anywhere with it. It's not a you problem. It's a them problem. You can't fix a them problem. You know what I mean? So if you can disconnect from it, but kind of like, all right, this is how they're going to act. Kind of like a 10-year-old child. You're like, okay, I know they have these tendencies. I know this is probably going to happen again. Let's get along while we can get along. Let's enjoy it while we can enjoy it. But when they have a moment, I'll do what I can. I'll be, kind. I'll be respectful, but I won't put up with ridiculousness. And then if it gets to be too much, I let their parents handle it. Kind of that attitude. Do you follow me? I hope that makes sense. Like, because this is nothing for you to fix. So if you overinvest in it and try to like get into like the feelings of it all, you don't have what it takes to fix it, because it's not a you problem. It's a them problem. You know what I mean? So if you keep going with this energy, I feel like you'll be fine. this is turning out to be more about that other person than I expected it to be. If you're able to go that energy, you'll be fine. That person might have issues. That is not your responsibility. I recommend you don't make it your responsibility. Like, do what you can, set around what you can get done, take that leader role and get things done. If they want to stomp their feet and hold their breath, I keep getting like a preschool teacher or something. Like, there's only so much you can do, and then you have to ask for help from other people, and the other people handle it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, there's only so much I can do. I have X amount of kids to deal with. I can't spend every day, all day handling this. So it's up to their parents and other people to handle that. I did what I could. When they tell me how to handle it, I do what I can, but I can't let this take up the whole day. I don't know. Does this sound mean? I hope it doesn't sound mean. I don't deal with children, so I'm kind of like, is this how this works? Realize you did everything you could, but it's not meant for you to fix this. This is not a you problem. They might block themselves, but I feel like this is going to, after a while, they're not going to be a problem for you, because it's like, by you handling it that way, it detaches you from it, and it's less of an issue. It seems to highlight who the actual problem is. That's its own thing. Just realize that that's the best way for you to handle this, to not get over-invested in people who are trying to be difficult. Again, why they're being difficult, this is a general read, but who knows? Who knows what's going on there? But them taking it out on you is not acceptable. You not engaging in that, or you not investing in that any more than you have to, is very good for you, clearly. Ironically, it could be very good for them too, because it highlights their true participation in that moment. So let's keep that in mind. So you might be doing them a favor by doing yourself a favor, Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.